Let's take a look at the charts to watch out for next week. Now with Josh, who joins us. Of course, we go into next week knowing now that Theresa May has put a deadline on for the end of her premiership as the 7th of June. I know that you wanted to take that theme into next week. What will you be looking for particularly?
Yeah, certainly. I mean, look, the 7th of June is now a known entity, so that's not necessarily going to be a huge market mover, but certainly in terms of what the markets are looking at, they're going to be trying to gauge exactly who's going to be coming after her. And certainly as things play out, well, you're going to start seeing market movements on potentially some of the talk around who is going to follow her. Now, certainly, of course, for the most part, it's just about whether we're going to see a sort of more centrist person or someone that's heavily on the side of the Brexit, sort of Brexiteer camp, because everyone's worrying about the potential for this no-deal Brexit. So certainly that's how it's likely to be volatile, not necessarily just because she's quitting on Thursday, but on Friday, but more so the process after that, which kicks off likely the Monday after, she said the week after the 7th. So that's really where the focus is going to be. And because of that, we're likely to see a lot more volatility continued. We have seen such significant losses in terms of the pound, not only against the likes of the US dollar, but against the euro as well. So I want to take a look at euro sterling. Now, this weekly time frame shows you that by and large, we haven't necessarily moved a huge amount in one single direction over the past couple of years. But more recently, you can see that we look like we're heading back towards this descending trend line. Now, you see we're into the third consecutive week of gains, and the daily time frame really shows you how consistent that has been. More interestingly, we've actually moved into this swing high that we have here, 88.40, now starting to see the sellers come in to some extent. So I think 88.40 is going to be the line in the sand, really, for me. I think when people sort of flesh out how they think this Brexit process is going to play out, I don't necessarily see it playing out in a particularly great way, irrespective of who comes in next. I don't think they're suddenly going to get everyone rallying behind a single deal, and therefore that for itself should put downward pressure on the pound and upward pressure on this market. We can see the 4-hour chart. We continue to trade within this uptrend. We can see now on a number of occasions we've come into this 88.40 and failed to break through it. So let's just look on the hourly time frame. You see this brief move towards the downside, now starting to see some indecision candles coming into play and a more bullish theme coming in the current candle. So I wouldn't be surprised to see this market manage to push higher, but towards the upside we need to break 88.40 to start looking like we're going to see further gains and a continuation of this recent uptrend. To the downside, you want to see a break below this 87.90 to point towards this market starting to give away some of the gains that we have seen over the past 3 weeks.